We certainly want to see banks succeed in this new world order.
Going to a different economy, and we're going to be learning more about that as we go. But clearly, we're learning that things can be done from remote locations. We're learning that technology can replace people even more than we thought.
We're not going back to the same economy. We're recovering, but to a different economy, and it'll be one that is more leveraged to technology. And I worry that that is going to make it even more difficult than it was for many workers.
In Silicon Valley, and my friends who work in technology know that what we did to the manufacturing workers, we are now going to do to the retail workers, the call center workers, the fast food workers, the truck drivers, and then even bookkeepers, accountants, insurance agents, lawyers, and on through the economy. So what happened to the manufacturing workers is a very clear sign.
And so we'll import Chinese-based CBDC technology. So it's going to be CBDC in a box provided to you by the People's Bank of China.
But every stock, every bond, every currency, every commodity, every piece of art, every private business, every piece of real estate will eventually be a token on a blockchain, an entry on a ledger, permanent and immutable. We will have truth instead of trust, and we will save over $7 trillion a year. 6 to 8% of global GDP is wasted by the friction of the trust industry that's necessary when you have dual entry accounting. With triple entry accounting, which is what a blockchain is, we get rid of all of that friction. It's a beautiful future.
Like what you see in China and their social credit scoring systems, right? If we get identity wrong, it could be a tool to enslave humanity. And if we get it right, it could be a tool to liberate humanity. And as an American, I'm obviously rooting for the one that's on the side of freedom.
Bitcoin is an international asset. And also, I do believe the role of crypto is, it's digitizing gold.
I actually believe this technology is going to be very important. Look at it. We have been part of the huge revolution in investing through ETFs. We believe that ETFs will be changing the whole way we invest. Many people still use it as a means, people are investing it for indexing. No, the majority of people who are putting money in in ETFs are active investors that are buying exposure. The entire bond market is being transformed as we talk right now. I believe the next generation for markets, the next generation for securities will be tokenization of securities. And if we could have that distributed ledger that we know every beneficial owner, every beneficial seller, we all have our code of who's buying, who's selling, instantaneous settlement. And think about it, it changes the whole ecosystem.
Welcome to the Crypto Teacher. And guys, please like and subscribe if you do like what you're listening to. Please inform your friends and family and spread it all over social media. It is imperative that we get back to learning finances and understand how the world really works, because once we understand how the world really works, we understand that it is all planned out. Now, I want to thank those who purchased the books Cryptoteacher and the New World Order book. Remember, the New World Order book shows you how the world really works, and it is definitely time for you to wake up out of that sleep, especially in the times that we're in right now. Now, guys, I told you in 2023 in the first quarter, we would get an event, and now we have the banking collapse, which the master magicians pulled off the perfect distraction. And at the end of the third quarter, going into the fourth quarter, guys, we're going to have another main event. Now, of course, the markets will still pump and dump until we get that next crisis. Guys, we know they're going to pull that rug. And all we have to do is watch the Fed to know exactly when that's about to happen. And also, guys, I want to thank those who purchased the 3 Kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, much love to those who donate to the Cash App, Patreon. Much love. Keep it coming. Guys, if you're not a part of the Patreon, make sure you're donating to the channel through the actual Cash App. We all know this channel is shadow banned. Now, guys, in my Patreon, I keep you up to date with the New World Order events And then also I give you the new world order of cryptos. But of course, you have to do your own research. But guys, this next Bitcoin and crypto bull run is going to be a utility run. So you want to make sure you have the cryptos that have real utility. And much love to those who are shopping at both stores. Keep it coming. And of course, guys, we get into Bitcoin and cryptos first.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel.
And guys, we have Bitcoin and crypto flat right now, and we have stocks pulling back. And we can clearly see why. The only thing we have to do is look at the actual indicators. Now, don't forget to watch the video I did last night with Michael Saylor. We have Microstrategy to stay the course on Bitcoin, even if spot Bitcoin ETFs are approved. And guys, we know once they are approved, it's going to help take a lot of the volatility out. But we know the real reason why Michael Saylor is a Bitcoin spokesperson. When you see MicroStrategy, you should see Morgan Stanley. And guys, we have the Litecoin halving completed yesterday. And like I told you, you wouldn't see any type of big movements on Litecoin this year. It will happen next year. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now, guys, do not forget to pay attention to the actual indicators. We have yield rates which are finally rising. And we know as yield rates rise, we're going to see a pullback in stocks and cryptos. And then plus on top of that, we have the dollar up. We have volume and crypto down. We have Tether and USDC. And we have Binance starts Bitcoin and Ethereum FUSD trading pairs with zero fees. And guys, we know when it comes to USD stablecoins, Binance has been under attack. And we know why. That shrinks liquidity. And they're doing zero fee trading to bring in liquidity. But then also, guys, we know that brings in wash trading. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now, guys, do not forget about the Fed repo at $1.7 trillion. And we know the central banks are raising rates and running off the balance sheet in order to destroy this legacy market so the fourth industrial revolution can rise, where the robots, algorithms, and drones take the economy over, pay each other with crypto, and the sheep go inside the metaverse. Now, Jamie Dimon did an interview yesterday, and you know I'm going to be bringing you that video, but he totally contradicted himself. Guys, when they stop telling you the truth, that's when we clearly know it's over. And we know the Fitch downgrade is planned. It's just a signal to let us know things are going to be going down. Now, we have MIT working on scaling smart contracts and programmable CBDCs. And guys, what do I tell you about MIT? They take the greatest minds and use it for evil. And when we look at a lot of these crypto projects, MIT has its hands all over it. That means the NWO has its hands all over it. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now, guys, do not forget about Grayscale, sent about $24.4 billion. But getting over into a little crypto news, we have Tel Aviv Stock Exchange to offer crypto services via 5 blocks pack. And guys, we know Tel Aviv has some of the greatest technology that is hidden behind the curtain. Now, we have Alibaba releases 2 open source AI models to rival Meta's Llama 2. And guys, we see all these language models all of a sudden coming behind the curtain because it was already planned decades ago. The robots, algorithms, and drones have been ready for over a decade. Now we have KMG touts ESG benefits from Bitcoin. And guys, we know the climate agenda. And the climate agenda will help control the masses. No cars mean no traveling. That's the reason why the 15-minute cities are so important. And we know the Fed is using BlackRock to move the agenda. If you're a corporation and you want to go borrow money, it has to be aligned with the climate agenda. And we know the 2030 agenda has definitely been moved up. And lastly, guys, we have Coinbase set public launch for Base, the layer 2 blockchain, for next week. I'm not your financial advisor, not financial advice. Please do your own research. But we know Ethereum and Optimism are going to receive the benefits. And what does a crypto teacher teach you? Always follow the money. And remember, the crypto teacher told you, because he knows when it comes to the New World Order, it's all planned out. But guys, all I have for you. Don't forget about the books, Crypto Teacher and the New World Order book, plus the 3 kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, new to cryptos, Coinbase, Bitrue, Binance. Do not forget book links and crypto links are in the description. The stock channel, guys. Don't forget to go like, subscribe, spread everywhere. You have your Kobo, your chip stocks, your banking, your gaming. While everybody's sitting at home, get on stocks, the Xrp, the biotech stocks. And while everybody's at home wishing they were still getting that free money, what they doing? Drinking and smoking weed. Don't forget about those stocks, and you have a wonderful day. The most powerful person in the world is the storyteller. The storyteller sets the vision, values, and agenda of an entire generation to come. Steve Jobs. And guys, you know I truly believe in this. When you look at the New World Order, they're the storytellers. And that's the reason why I wrote my New World Order book. But guys, now it's time to change the current generation. And I wrote 3 kids books. You know I love the Trinity because I understand the power that's in it. So I have 3 books. We have an opportunity to change the generation, to educate, not just me, but I want to show you that I take action on a daily basis. And I want you to take action on a daily basis. Whether it's your job, whether it's in your community, we have an opportunity right now to educate the masses. I posted this on my Twitter account. Please share, but this is a short clip of the 3 books. There's going to be a clothing line and action figures. Please get these books for your kids, nephews, cousins, friends, so therefore we can start the re-education now. Because as we see, the 4th Industrial Revolution foundation is definitely here. Robots, algorithms, drones, taking humanity out the picture. We have to re-educate. But let's get into the video.
Part 1. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save the village. Part 2. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save New York from COVID-33. Part 3. King Joshua and Grandma Tam goes to China.
It's mandatory to get part 1, part 2, and part 3 of this series. It's time to re-educate Generation Z.